Good, okay, up the head, ready up. And roll. Alright, I got all types of seats. Tommy D.
January camp is really kind of reintroducing the water again, as well as trying to build on fitness. So we're focusing mainly on that camp. Like I said, kind of skill development and seeing if we can keep increasing their fitness from what they've built in November and December.
Bring the shoulders over the handle before the handle releases.
This year, they did a lot of land training in November, and then in December, they did a decent amount of land training before going home for a kind of holiday break.
We were actually talking in the launch when we first got there that it was light years better than that same camp the year before. The January camp in 2013 was, I mean, they couldn't row 500 meters without running into each other in the boats, and I mean, it was rough. We didn't know how that year was going to go after that first camp. Already, their skills are a lot better, and they're really learning how to move boats, and so we're just trying to continue that.
Hands moving together around the back. Good. And you're on 135. Nice job.
It's been interesting that full year cycle. You know, January last year was our first time, you know, getting the team together, really, and even for Volpe and I kind of coaching together. We've done a little bit in November, but really the first time that we kind of coached the group together. So it was interesting in the January camp this year just to see the difference, you know, especially with definitely the skill side of things, but even just the kind of the personality of the group. Like they were a team. Like in January last year, it was a bunch of guys, like some guys that had rowed the Olympics, some guys that had under 23s, some guys fresh out of college. So it was really kind of starting to bring it together, but a little bit more individual, you know, guys kind of feeling each other out and learning each other a little bit. And now it's over the course of a full year, it has that sense of being more of a team, and you know, more kind of a mission as far as kind of what they're doing. And then from the rowing standpoint, they're definitely better in the pairs and in the fours, and you know, which was kind of the primary focus of the camp.
So this is one continuous piece, running clock, and the turns are as fast as you can turn and go. So if we see you pausing around the turns, we're going to add time to your clock. Okay?
It's a more focused camp. They don't have to worry about anything else. They can just row. And so they put a bit more, you see a bit more effort going into their attention span and their focus and their rowing.
Yeah. There's something about being on the Olympic Training Center where they're got a little connection with some other sports, you know, the track athletes, the throwers, the weightlifters, or whatever. Like they have that kind of fun connection where you're not really secluded over and kind of in Princeton as the only sport, so you feel like you're a piece of a larger program, you know, the Olympic program. And I think they enjoy that. And they, you know, with the Winter Olympics and the kind of the lead up, where, you know, in January they had that buzz going on a little bit. Like I said, the big thing to do a little more volume is simple things like, you know, the food's ready for them in between practices. They don't have to drive anywhere. Everything's kind of within a walk. You know, all the weights are there. The physical therapy stuff's there. You know, massage and just kind of general maintenance stuff. The laundry's there. All the simple stuff that you wouldn't really normally think about is really kind of taken care of for them. So that when they're there, they're just able to kind of focus and get stuff done. And then the March camp will be a little bit different as we're getting closer to the NSRs, a little bit more selection based, you know, trying to find pair combinations and maybe even a four combination, see if we can have that come out of the camp.